Yeah, you could you put some of those in the other one? It's more empty.
Yeah, there's a way to do that, and I'm not sure how to do it.
Because they've got their own little thing going on in there.
You have to get, I got some little, they call them nooks, N-U-C-S. So you take a frame of these babies, and you put it in, it's a smaller box, and then you have to get a queen out, and put the queen in there. And somehow, I don't know, they start building their own hive. I don't know, I gotta read about it. I never tried doing it. This one I haven't seen a lot of activity in, so I'm not sure. Oh!
Yeah?
Maybe.
Slow and steady.
Oh, guess what?
They're all the way up on the
I
top.
could probably even put another box on this one. These guys are all over the top of this, and they're even laying it on the queen excluder. Look at that.
Wow.
Yee doggy. One year I got silkworms in here, or silk moths, I think, and it was just a bitch. The hive wasn't that strong anyway. It was a new hive, and I didn't catch it in time, and they just took over the hive and abandoned it. These are so full that I can't even get them apart.
Wow.
I gotta put another box on here. This is all full. Shit. I think it's gonna break.
Be careful.
That's the other thing, that sometimes this thing's trying to get them out.
They're kind of
I tried
fragile.
to repair all the ones from last year and nail them and stuff. Yeah. Oh, they're doing really good, because this is a new frame that didn't have anything on it, so they've got comb that they're drawing out. They look pretty healthy, huh?
I'm making a movie. Wow, yeah.
How come that's shiny? It's like water in there. What is that? Is that what they...
Is it the start of honey?
Maybe. Maybe that's what makes that wax. I think it's that wax is stuff that they chew it, and then they make it into those octagons. Because this one is all drawn out. This is really full. I'm going to have to put another box on this one. Yay!
All right, that's a good thing. You just keep piling up the boxes.
Yep.
And then you let them go until September, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of them, some guys go ahead and harvest honey in the spring, because it's a whole different kind of honey. It's all those spring flowers and stuff. Like you'll have the clover in that. And I've never had a hive that was healthy enough really to, or I just didn't know what I was doing enough to do it in the spring too.
Yeah, I suppose it takes a little practice.
Yeah, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, because you know, it sounds like, oh, see, I broke that.
Oh, shit.
I was afraid of that. This is where it's, you're not, gets into trouble, because then you have to pound it.
I'll move back.
But yeah, this one is full. Yeah, see, now they're pissed. I don't think that tapping.
Tapping stuff is not happy.
But yeah, so it's got a whole different taste. But it's, you know, you have to get all the bees off those frames when you go to take it
To get the honey, yeah.
And it's, I mean...
What do? You brush them off with your hand?
Yeah,
your glove?
I smoke them and then I brush them off with this. But, you know, they're pissed. Plus, the hives are so heavy when they're full of honey.
And then do you give them a new place to go when you brush them off? Is there a new hive for them to start working in?
I just leave them back in this one, or I take an empty one and I'll put an empty one on there. But I got to get all the bees out of it first. And that's like something that I don't like doing very much. Because it's usually hotter than hell. And John's sitting in the truck with the air conditioning on and the windows rolled up telling me what to do. I get pissed. He doesn't know anything. Of course, neither do I, but paper under here. So this is what I'm gonna try this time. I'm gonna put that powdered sugar. Oh, I don't have the sticky paper down here. Oh, see, I got soap moss in here. That's a bad thing. All right, I'm gonna have to clean that out. That's really bad. Bastards.
Those are moths.
Yeah. They're really good for fishing. Like crows. That's not good.
So you gotta get the sticky paper?
Yeah. But that, and then see what I do is I put that sticky paper down, and then you take a sifter and you sift that powdered sugar like all over the top of the frame, and it'll go down in between them. And then the bees start grooming themselves, and these mites fall off and they stick to the paper.
So the mites are on the bees themselves.
Yeah.
And that makes them, that can infect the hive.
See, and if the hide is really strong, those little predator-like things can't get in there. They won't let them in. But, you know, if it's not, you can get all kinds of things. Like, I found mice nests in there and shit like that. So, you know, I guess I really should check them more.
When was the last time you did an investigation?
I think it was probably about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
But see, now this is all filled up. We got a couple frames that they hadn't filled yet. But this looks pretty good. I should really pull it off though and look at the bottom to see how far up those silk moss went. I probably can't lift it.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Together. And it's heavier than hell. And each one of these boxes is a good 50 pounds with that honey in it.
Wow.
And it's just, you know, that I can't get enough leverage on it.
Yeah, I'd help you if I had a bee suit.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the deal with John too, because he doesn't have a freaking bee suit. Maybe I should get him one.
Yeah.
Because his back's doing so good.
Yeah, right. He can lift more stuff. From the knees. Ooh, that looks pretty full down there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Anyway, better smoke these. See, here's they've got queen cells right here that they, I can't tell the queen unless somebody points her out to me. But when they start making these little capsules, apparently that's what they're doing. What do I do with that?
Making a queen.
What do I do with that hive picker upper?
There it is, to the left of the box.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. Fine, I'm gonna get up. Now see, that one's not all full either. But yet these are really full.
So they're gone from the bottom to the top to get away from those predators, maybe.
Holy shit, I wonder if that is a queen. That thing is big.
Well, you better not hurt her.
I know.
They'll get really mad.
We have a little anarchy here. I don't see any silk weevils in there, moths or whatever. That's not a good sound.
Not a good sound?
No, because they're really getting excited.
Okay, I'm backing up.
But it looks like, my God, this is just full of bees. So that's doing okay. So that means those weevils, or those things, whatever they are, haven't gotten up into the frames.
Okay, well, you can put the sticky paper in the sugar and